Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to your Monday night live stream. I am your host, Sir Ashley. I will be looking down some because this is a new setup. Now, if you're new to the channel, every Monday, almost every Monday, give me some grace, we jump on here, we talk about Charlotte, we talk about real estate, and just about the housing market in general. And today, it's a little different. I am here in Fort Lauderdale. I was about to say Miami. We're in Fort Lauderdale, and we're at a NAREB Midwinter Conference. Those of you who are not familiar with NAREB, it is National Association of Real Estate Brokers. It is the oldest Black trade association in our country. And we, because I am a realtist, I'm part of NAREB, we're all about democracy in housing and how that impacts everyone, not just minorities, right? So today we're going to talk about the housing market in Charlotte and the overall bigger picture, looking at what's happening nationally and how that will impact the buyers and sellers here in Charlotte and even inventory levels. Now, I do have a guest with us tonight. It is tonight. Terry Young. You all have seen her on previous live streams. Come on up, Terry. Feel free at any moment, drop your comments in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We're here. If you have any questions, we will try to answer them all. We're going to be here for about, well, caveat, I'm not really supposed to be in this room. So I plan on going for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, but
until we get kicked out.
I might get kicked out. I even stole a banner back here. All right. So with that said, let's jump into it and just touch on the housing market in Charlotte. It's a new year. We're in February and it's right around, I say new year, but new year for home buying goes on like people really start jumping into it in March.
Yes.
Right. So I say new year because we're up 4% in the Charlotte market year over year, which if you let news stories tell it, or you look at the national news, people would think that the market is down, that property prices,
rates are too high,
Yeah.
nobody's buying,
yeah,
but they're definitely buying here in Charlotte.
they are most definitely buying in Charlotte. What's going on, TLA? Thank you for tuning in. What part of New Jersey? What part of New Jersey? And well, one, Terry is always dressed up. Well, she's always dressed. I'm always dressed too, but I'm typically in a t-shirt, and a hoodie or a polo, something like that. I have made it a mission this week to wear a jacket every single day. We'll see how that works. We'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. But the past 2 days, I have worn a jacket. So again, thank you, TLA. Where are you watching from in New Jersey? And
how's the weather up there?
North Jersey. Yeah, is it snowing? What's happening? So quickly, we want to talked about the housing prices in Charlotte. I do want to just look at the market in a glance real quick, where we talked about home prices, 3-4% increase. I want to set a realistic expectation. I had a call today with one client or potential client reached out, and she's like, I want to be in Charlotte.
Okay.
Or the greater Charlotte area.
Okay.
And this is whatever. And she wants her mortgage payment to be $1,500.
So how much she bringing?
That's why I want to have this conversation, because the pricing here in the Charlotte area is hovering right around $400,000.
Yeah.
Like anywhere from on the low end, you're talking about $370,000 to about $414,000. When you combine the median sale price and the average sales price. Right?
Yeah. And that's with the rates and everything. And you do the minimum down payment, we're looking at $2,300 to $2,500.
And that is what I told her. Actually, I'm glad we're on the same page, because I told her I don't want to sell her a pipe dream. If you're not looking to spend anywhere for a monthly payment, I said 22 to 24. Even on the outskirts right now with the rates, then I think we should look somewhere else in the Carolinas that may be in her budget, like within Columbia, that is comfortable within the price point that she wants to be within.
Definitely.
So just want to set that clear, that pricing with where it's at right now for just the average home here in the Charlotte area, we're looking from around 370 to 415. Now you can go further out, Salisbury, Albemarle, Statesville, where you can get in the low threes. Spencer, some parts of Gastonia. Actually, I have a listing in Gastonia. Let's talk about listings. I have a listing in Gastonia coming up later this week. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, beautifully remodeled for $249.
What?
$249.
$249
in Gastonia. It's beautiful. I wish I had pictures. The photographer is there right now.
Is it ranch?
It's a ranch.
$249.
$249.
Oh, okay.
Not just $249. We're also offering $5,000 in seller concessions. If you go with our preferred lender, I'll put you in contact with South End Financial. John Hoffis, he's been on the channel, and we can even get your mortgage payment, monthly payment lower, because we talked about rates,
buying that rate down.
Buying the rate down. The seller is actually going to help you do that, because we understand the competition is new construction.
Yes, and they're locking people in at 5%. I'm just saying.
And that makes it very, very difficult. Very difficult.
But I love that your client, the seller, is listening to you and understand who their competition is and putting these incentives out for someone to be able to purchase their home.
Most definitely. So it's when you're, as a seller right now, if you're coming to the market, you have to be realistic with the circumstances of the market. We understand everybody wants top dollar, but we can ask for whatever we want. That doesn't mean people are going to pay it, right? And we talked about, well,
now with eggs at the price they are. Correct.
What are eggs at right now?
Like, I even want to know.
Like
I stopped eating eggs. I stopped eating eggs.
$8 for
a dozen.
A dozen. I was gonna say a quart. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm a little weird. I was looking at some like local farms for eggs, and they're even more expensive at the local farms. I'm like, okay, they might be a little. So I like eggs. Might be a little cheaper if I go with a local farmer. Like, how come more expensive could it be? They wanted like $8 to $10 for half a dozen.
I know.
Actually, that's a lot. No, it was like $6. They had a deal, but the deal didn't make sense when you like got more. For half a dozen, it was like $4 to $5. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. But here we are. Vivian, what's going on? So we are in Fort Lauderdale. We're at the NAREB Midwinter Conference. And so we're doing this right now. I know we're jumping around a little bit, but what's going on later tonight? What did you tell me? Terry told me, look, I want to do this with you. We're going to do it, but it has to be now. Because why?
Raheem Devon.
Who is Raheem?
Let me just say, he is a great musician that is very nice on the eye.
Okay. So he's coming to perform for NAREB.
Yes.
And every conference, there's some performer. I'm trying to think, who was it? Who was it in the summer? Last midwinter we had Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh I see Dougie Fresh all the time. Oh yeah, especially in the Carolinas.
In the
Carolinas, he's always like some A&T function.
That's a quick flight.
Yeah. There was another one. Oh, we had Drew Hill.
Yeah, in Charlotte.
There was another one as well. I can't think of it right now. But we always have some kind of
entertainment,
artist entertainment, and then we had several speakers today.
Oh my God. We had some dynamite speakers today.
We had, Egypt Sherrod. That's one that was the headline. And those of you who aren't familiar with Egypt, she is on HGTV. She has multiple shows on HGTV. Right? I'm trying to think of it. Married to Real Estate is one of them. And Property Virgins. But just hearing her story.
Amazing story. Amazing woman. Former radio host.
I didn't know this.
Me either.
Okay.
Former radio host in New York,
yep.
Which is one of the hardest markets, right? A mother of 3 beautiful children, a wife.
Yep.
And then she has her own, home furnishings.
And
her own real estate.
Indigo Road is like the parent company. She has her own real estate company. She has the design, the core company, which will be in
JCPenney,
Kohl's,
and then she said Amazon and Wayfair coming too.
Yeah. So she was there, and she's the one that everybody knows about. But I can't think of her name right now. The mortgage bankers president.
Oh, Battles.
Is that her? We had
from Chase.
No.
Oh,
the president of
NBA.
NBA.
Oh, the first Latina president. I can't think of her name either. She was amazing.
She was amazing. And her story and how
you could just hear the passion.
The passion, and that's what we hope to convey when we do these live streams, that we really love what we do, and it's not like, yes, we have to make a living, we have to provide for our families, but it's about making an impact.
Yeah, she's out here truly transforming lives. And she's like, that's her goal until the day she died. But yeah, I have to find her name because I can't remember it.
So what she did was she gave us a little glimpse around what's around the corner, right? Because she's, I don't know, chairperson, president of MBA, Mortgage Bankers Association, and no matter which side of the aisle you're on, they go to them. They want insights from her.
She said she went to the RNC and the DNC, and they were pretty much like,
guest of honor.
Oh, you were MBA? We have a private seat for you. So
So it's just one of those things to where you want to be in position to obtain knowledge, and then when you obtain it, our job, I believe, is to share with you all, and then let you all make the best decisions for you and your family moving forward. And given
that is my platform, educate and empower.
Yes. But with that information, let's go on to information about Charlotte. Just how many people think because homes are sitting on the market longer that they're not selling.
No, it's not that. We're just not in a rush anymore. In 2020, everybody was in panic mode, right? Everybody was like, oh, I got to have a house. I need to get in. I need to, get settled. So things didn't even make it to market half of the time.
That is true. That is true.
They went under contract and coming soon. But right now, homes are sitting on the market about 28 days.
Now, two things I want you to think about when homes are sitting on the market, right? Think about the time of year it is. Like typically in the fall and winter, it's just slower market in general. People don't want to move, or if they don't have to move during this time, they don't. Right? So you have less buyers in the market at this time. But then March, April, May, June is when things start to heat up, and it gets to be a little bit more competition, especially in the Carolinas. I can't speak for everywhere in the country because we're not everywhere in the country. We focus on the Carolinas, and we want to bring you that information.
But nationally, spring market is the strongest market for real estate. So pretty much everywhere you go, people are buying in the spring market. And a lot of times it's because people want to be done with the real estate so they can travel and vacation in the summer months.
You say people. You are people. You are people. She is people. She has she is trying to get out of the country at the end of the summer, as soon as possible. But we're trying to push it out to the end of the summer at least, right? But the positive thing is there's about 42% more homes on the market right now than a year ago. Now, with that said, prices haven't come down.
No, they have not.
They haven't come down because we have to look at just inventory levels historically.
Basic supply and demand.
Supply and demand. We have over 100 people moving to the area every single day.
Last time I heard, it was actually 137 that moved here daily.
So it's just a supply and demand. And when people are coming in, even though there's more inventory, it's still not enough. We're still in a housing deficit.
So I was about to say, let's back up.
Yes, okay.
So before we even address the people that's coming in, for the people that's already here, Charlotte is at a deficit over 30,000 units.
Meaning we're short 30,000 units.
Yes, and that includes apartments, that includes homes, that includes all of it, right? We don't have enough housing for the people that are here in Charlotte right now. Then on top of that, you're adding 100+ people that move here on a daily basis.
So what's concerning to me is lack of inventory. But if we look at just the numbers, the inventory is skewed in the sense that there's more inventory right now
of apartments,
but also homes that are over like 550, 600,000, right? So the quote unquote affordable home isn't the home that's available that has that inventory.
And that is the biggest concern that everyone is talking about, is that affordability and the lack of the inventory. So that 249 you just talked about.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be around that long.
What, 5,000? Like, I'm about to get on the phone and call a couple clients.
Yeah, it's not going to be around that long.
I
will have pictures. Well, if it's around next week, I will show pictures and everything like that.
You can still show pictures.
Yeah, I'll show pictures. But beautifully renovated. And we talk about that home. You have a listing coming up as well.
Yes, I do. 4905 River Hills Drive in Denver is a lovely home in a gated community called Pebble Bay. Sits on 1.1 acre of land. Nice. Beautiful home, 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths.
That is
with a
home.
Finished basement that, let me just tell you, that basement alone is amazing. And it comes with a pool table.
You don't know how to play pool. You know how to play pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know how to hit the 8-ball into the pocket. Like now.
All right.
At the Boys and Girls Club back in the day, we used to play Chinese pool. Does that count?
It counts. We'll make it. You can.
Look.
Okay. All right.
I know how to use the chalk. Hit the white ball to hit
the other ball.
Either the
cue
stripes
or the solids.
Or the solids.
Okay. No, I had the fortune to see this home, this listing. And when you talk about beautiful, like what captured my eye is one, that it is in an established neighborhood with mature trees.
Oh, yes.
Neighbors aren't right on top of you.
It's very private.
3-car garage got me. I'm a fan of 3-car garages. It got me.
Just the details, though. Yes. Like the sellers were very detailed. Like the coffee bar.
They're intentional.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Very intentional. But that coffee bar, I mean, I don't even like coffee, but I fell in love with the coffee bar.
So I love coffee. Even if you don't love coffee, it's just a bar.
Yes. And it has a refrigerator that you can be like a wine fridge, right? Yeah. But it's just I like that it even has the split floor plan where you can have like an in-law suite on one side. Yep. So it'd be great for multi-generational. I think what I really like, and I'm not even an outdoor person, but this property, that fire pit is sexy.
No, it's nice. It is nice.
No, it's sexy. It's sexy. Like, it is really nice. Yeah. It seats like 20 people.
It does. They did a very good job. It's in a circle. It's a circular fire pit. So that's outside on the ground. I like the deck that they redid.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
They extended the deck with the Trex right there, where you're not gonna have to You're not gonna have to stain it. You're not gonna have to replace it. It's going to
be
low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
That's more of my speed. Sit out on the deck after I had Claritin D. Sit out on the deck, smoke a cigar, sit back and chill. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And one thing I also want to talk about that home, in the owner suite, the vaulted ceilings.
You don't find that. You don't find that anymore, right?
So.
Yeah. No. I mean, I think that home, like every room has something, like the comfort ceilings.
Yeah.
When you walk in the door, but just the door itself, like the door is nice.
No, it's a beautiful home. How can people follow you on social media to get like a little sneak peek of that property?
So it's out on YouTube at Z3 Carolina. So
I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. Keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So, or you can go to my Facebook page, Instagram, Z3 Carolinas group. It's all out there. Check it out, or go to my website at www.z3carolinas.com. z3carolinas.com, or if you just Google 4905 River Hills Drive.
Here we go. Hold on. Do you want to show everybody?
That's just a sneak peek. Go ahead.
You want to show it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I love it. So it's going to go live. It's going to hit the market this Friday, February 28th. So if you'd like to have a personal tour, you can give me a call at 980-231-1428. Be happy to show it to you.
Now, pictures are being taken of the 249 listing right now. So I didn't come prepared, obviously. Terry came prepared.
Yeah. Welcome to the spot where the lavish reside. 4905 River Hills Drive, where the dreams align. Denver, NC, where the river runs deep. A luxury delight where you rest and retreat. 6 beds, 4 baths, a story untold. Tom Palmer's design where the vision unfolds. Pebble Bay's finest behind gated grace. Peace meets prestige in this private embrace.
Oh, step inside, feel the vibe, let it flow.
I don't want to talk over the track. This is beautiful.
Alive on River Hills Road, where elegance meets ease.
Great for entertaining. Full double. Kind of microwave.
Look at that awesome ceiling up there.
Wooded lot, over an acre so wide. Serene like the breeze, let the worry subside. Open plan living with space to explore. 2 bedrooms and sink, can't ask for more.
Basement with the
Kitchen's a dream, let the flavors ignite.
microwave,
Around the island,
and a
cooking
pantry
feels right.
with a refrigerator.
Upstairs flex, 2 rooms for the stay. Basement retreat, unwind from the day.
Fire pit lit, moonlight's a spark. Dreams take flight as you chill in the dark. Deck so wide, patio retreat.
Welcome home.
Where the vibes run deep.
That is beautiful. Oh, there we go. So how can people reach out to you?
So you can reach out to me at just texting or calling me at 980-231-1428, or visit my website at www.z3carolinas.com.
Semper Temper, what's going on, brother? How's the Charlotte market with multifamily units? How far out from Charlotte should we look for duplexes and triplexes?
They're popping up.
They are. So one of the biggest challenges is the number of housing we have. And one thing that, correct me if I'm wrong, they recently passed is that on just about any lot, you can have multifamily, right? So you're seeing a lot more pop up. Now, affordable ones, quote unquote affordable ones, you have to, I'll say, you have in Gaston County.
Yes. So more on the outskirts, yes. Gaston County, Iredell County, yep. A lot of them Union County.
Yep. Monroe. Right
Cabarrus County too.
Cabarrus County, Kannapolis right there. I haven't seen many in Salisbury, but I think it would be a great, like, if there is any in Salisbury, I think it would like cost effective. So you think about pricing and everything. Gaston County. Yeah.
I've even seen some in York.
So my concern with York, obviously there's investors in South Carolina every single day. So I don't want to, a lot of times people say that, think that I'm discouraging or dissuading people from investing in South Carolina. No, you just have to make sure your numbers work. Make sure your numbers work, because you may see like, oh, these taxes are very cheap and inexpensive, but is it owner occupied? Because as soon as it becomes an investment property in South Carolina, that tax bill triples. Like, it goes from 4 to 6%, but in all actuality, it triples. It triples. So you go from $2,000 in taxes to now you're $6,000, where like that just might have ate away your cash flow. So you just have to make sure that your numbers work. But yes, York County does have some, and
I think I've seen some in Lancaster too.
Yeah. No, I do like that. So I hope this answers your question. I was going to say your first name, Semper Temper. I hope this answers your question. The surrounding counties, you have York, which is just south of Mecklenburg. You have Union, Cabarrus, and Gaston. And then if you want to go further out, you have Cleveland County, which is west of Gaston County. And you can get amazing pricing in Cleveland County and parts of Gaston County. But the biggest thing we want to look at, and reach out to me, we can deep dive this together, is we want to make sure the rents.
Yes, that's the key.
Makes sense because yes, you might have an amazing price, quote unquote, for a 2-unit or tri-unit or even a quad, but if the rents don't justify it or can't pay that mortgage,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, right? And the goal is when you buy property, I always ask people, what 3 strategies do you want to accomplish? And ideally, you want to accomplish all 3. You want the tax benefit of ownership, and we talked about that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We learned about it here in tax benefit. You want the cash flow.
Definitely the cash flow.
So that's what I'm talking about with the rents. And you want the appreciation. So ideally, you want all 3. But if you had to choose one, because sometimes people will sacrifice 1 or 2.
It's a long-term game sometimes, right?
1 or 2 of them just to get the tax benefits that you talked about, to be able to write that off in investment property. So you just want to make sure we're being strategic when we're looking at any home, but definitely multifamily.
Yeah.
Right. TLA, no, you're welcome. You're welcome about that South Carolina tax.
So just want to go back. We were talking about the Charlotte market, and we talked about the buyers, right?
Yes.
We talked about homes are staying on the market a little bit longer.
Yep.
But prices are not dropping.
No.
But this is great for buyers because the market is starting to stabilize, where it's now becoming a little bit more affordable. I really don't like using affordability
because
term.
it's because it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm being honest, my affordable 10 years ago is not my affordable, it's not now, right? Or my affordable now is definitely what it was 10 years ago. So it's all relative. You have to make sure it's comfortable within your budget. So yeah, affordable is subjective.
Very.
Yeah, it's subjective.
Very.
But you have a reasonable expectation to know what you're looking for. Where you're looking at this home that is $375, you know that next month it's not going to be $390. Right? It's going to be right around, might go to $380, might go to $381, but it's not going to just jump drastically. But it's not going to crash drastically either.
No. Because of what? Basic supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
So I think this is go back to tell people, one, don't worry about the rate.
No.
If you truly want to buy a house, buy the house now.
Yep. Because
as we told you, houses prices are still going up.
Especially, again, when you're looking at buying in the Carolinas, in the Charlotte area, yes, be aware of the national news, but don't be sucked into it, because you may hear about prices crashing by 23% in Austin, Texas, which they have since its peak. And you might think, oh man, housing is doing awful. But in the Charlotte area, they haven't crashed at all.
They have not.
They're going up, as we just talked about earlier.
As a matter of fact, Charlotte has been one of the cities that has pretty much outperformed the national numbers when it comes to equity, home prices increase, all of that, right? And they're now predicting that Charlotte will be one of the top 5 cities that people are moving here. So if you take all of that into consideration,
it's a great time to have real estate here in Charlotte, even if you're paying 7% interest rate.
So again, this is what I'm putting my own plug here. I'm launching a new sellers workshop.
Let us know.
It's coming March 22nd. And we're going to talk about, for all you homeowners out there that has these amazing interest rates at 2, 3, 4%.
Hell, even 5 right now. 5 is great right now.
But you're literally sitting on 100, 200,000 in equity. The banks are making money off of that, not you. And we're going to start talking to people and educating them on how they can leverage that to now build wealth. So I'm excited about that. But also help them, if your home is no longer serving that purpose, meeting your needs, your lifestyle has changed, how you can use that equity to then upgrade or downgrade and still come out with the interest rate of 4 and 5%.
Most definitely.
So,
Most definitely.
If you want more information on that, text me equity at 980-231-1428, and I'll be sure to get you that information.
I'm looking forward to that workshop.
Oh, come on.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
When we talk about I want to just talk about, I touched on it, how home prices and the inventory is skewed. If we look at it, just in the past year, homes that are under 300,000.
They go quick.
They go quick. But of all the homes that sold in the Charlotte area, what do you think the percentage is in the chat? All the homes that sold in the Charlotte area, what do you think the percentage is of the homes that sold under 300,000? Of everything? Is it a quarter of the homes? Is it 50%? Like, because people that want that mortgage payment under $2,000 is going to be a home under 300,000 with today's interest rate.
So you're 249.
My 249
with 5K.
With 5K.
Okay.
I need some answers. And the answer, how much percentage of homes in the Charlotte area do you think sold under 300,000? I know we have 20 people in here right now.
Okay.
Let me hear what you have to say. Vivian, I know you got a guess. Barbara, David, TLA, where we at? We have Allie.
Oh, somebody said 12%.
At 12%. Vivian at a quarter. One more answer. Do you know the answer? I know I have it here. Did you see it?
No, I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
You know, we've been looking at numbers all day.
We have been looking at numbers all day. The number of homes that sold under 300,000 is 19%.
19%.
So
not even 1/5.
No. So again, if you're looking for that needle in a haystack, the home that is under 300,000, and it's not talking about what kind of condition these homes are in. Because a lot of the homes, let's say homes, because it includes townhouses and condos, a lot of these homes are not in the best condition.
No.
So they won't really qualify for a conventional or FHA mortgage.
True.
So just because it's affordable, do you really want to live there? Or can you live there? Can you buy it with that FHA loan?
Well, a lot of them, it's not even livable.
Yeah.
You have to get either a reconstruction loan, do renovations or something with them. But you have opportunities like yours, that is move-in ready at 249, and those don't sit on the market.
No.
Is what we're trying to say.
We don't sit on the market. And sneak peek, I have that one coming out this week. I have another one in the same price point coming in about, give me like 3 weeks. It should be ready in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I have another one, and then the same. So I'm an investor. I work with investors. We also have a nice property in Clover. It's about, right now it's 550. Sits on over an acre, beautifully renovated. Just reach out.
How many bedrooms?
It's a 4-bedroom.
Oh.
4-bedroom, 2 bath.
I had some clients in that.
Moving from New York, Shay, thank you for commenting. Thank you for tuning in, for rocking with us tonight. We have about 7 to 10 more minutes because we got to get her to see Raheem Devon. So, but moving from New York and plan to rent, I don't think that's a bad idea. Familiarize yourself with the area, see what you're like and everything, but just be aware, because I'm not sure your budget, what you're looking at, or if you plan on being here for a significant amount of time. I tell people I'm all for getting acclimated with an area. But if you plan on staying in an area, in a city, or just general vicinity, for over 2 years, it might be best to buy.
It's definitely best to buy. Yes.
So I told you I might get kicked out. I had somebody coming in. We all right? All right, give us 10 more minutes. Thank you, brother. That's what you get when you just take over a room in a hotel. Right. It is what it is. But we're gonna finish. What is our take on VA loans?
Oh,
sorry,
we love VA
real quick.
loans.
We talk about buying, and if you're gonna be in an area, got a little distracted.
Oh,
we're gonna get kicked out. Is
yeah, if you're gonna be here 2 years or more, you definitely should buy, because as we said earlier, homes appreciate. And so if you would be upset if you didn't buy. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I know people that have been here for what, 8 to 10 years.
Oh, and they hot.
They are angry that they didn't buy.
They are hot.
They're angry they didn't buy. And now, unfortunately, a lot of them, they can't buy where they want to be. Like the house that they've been renting all this time, they can't afford to buy in that neighborhood. But the crazy thing is, they can afford that high rent though. It's just one of those things where we want to make sure you're thinking about the long term and not just the present.
Yes.
Right. Now Jay, what is your take on VA loans? You were beginning to answer that.
Oh, so we love VA loans. They're amazing. I think they get some negative connection to them because people just lack education around them. When you have a real estate team that know VAs loans, easy selling. So make sure your lender is very VA savvy, as well as your realtor.
Now, right before leaving here, when did I leave here? When did I come here?
Wednesday?
What's today? Today's Monday. Sorry, every day's running together. I had a closing on.
Oh, you came here Saturday.
No, I came here Sunday.
Did you come Sunday?
Oh. I had a closing on Friday. I'm sorry. I had a closing on Friday, and it was a VA client. VA client, it went very smooth, no issues. Actually, no issues, but they have a different, more intensive inspection process, right? So what ended up happening was the exterior paint was chipping a little bit. And it would not pass the VA inspection because of the chip paint on the exterior. Now, you have to educate your seller when accepting it, but we're talking about a veteran here, somebody that has sacrificed for our country, and my seller was more than happy to accept the offer from this. She had multiple offers on the property. She took this one because it was a veteran, and knowing the challenges that may exist. What ended up happening is, again, the inspection came back, paint was chipped. My client, the seller, went ahead and took care of it. It was $200-300 out of her pocket. But again, it's for somebody that sacrificed for our country. If we can't do that for them, who are we? Who are we looking out for?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So no, I actually love the VA loan.
I do.
The process isn't that bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad. And what I love about it, we have amazing lender partners that literally will not charge vets any fees to process their loan. As a matter of fact, a lot of my VA clients, they either get at closing.
No, most definitely.
Because
you're not supposed to pay your inspection costs, right? Your down payment or earnest money deposit, or that, you're getting that back. So yes, no, it is beneficial. And to all the veterans out there, if you have eligibility,
use it.
Take advantage of it.
Use it.
Take advantage of it, because I have VA clients that now they have multiple properties.
Yes. So I'm glad you talk about that, because we discussed that in my other workshop, which is house party.
House party, yes.
And literally, I teach the young vets before they become vets, okay? They're enlisted, and I tell them, every time you get PCS to a station, buy property. Build that portfolio, so when you get ready to retire, you already got passive income.
You're good.
It literally costs them nothing.
It is really, I mean, you're sacrificing, you're serving our country. It's one of those things. This is one thing I think should happen. Now, I'm not in the military or anything like that. When they enlist, they should be educated about these benefits that they're getting.
Yes.
Right? Because you shouldn't be, not until you get out of the military, find out about your benefits. And
some of them still don't even know.
Yeah. So no, that is a failure in the process, in my opinion. But we would love to talk to you, whether you're active duty, whether you're retired, reach out to us. Considering enlisting, reach out to us, and let's try to put you and your family in the best position possible to take advantage of these entitlements.
Definitely. And if you know anyone that is currently serving or have served our military, please tell them to reach out to us, because we would love to educate them on the services and the benefits and how to use them, because they need them.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say this. My husband is a vet, so I can speak to the system.
Yeah.
They don't take care of them when they get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't. So we need to make sure they set up so they can be taken care of.
No, I agree. Barbara, she was telling me make sure to read the comments. I'm not sure which one we missed, but depending, must be able to talk in order to walk the walk. I'm with it. Thank you, Barbara, so I have people in our office commenting, or they text me like, Barbara is a true loyal subscriber, fan, watcher. And I thank you very much for you adding your insight, your input, and just being able to rock with us every Monday. Well, I say every Monday, just about every Monday. Right. We have a question. Can we find homes between 425 and 500 in Steele Creek? What do you think of that area? Now, real quick, we're both very familiar with Steele Creek.
Yes, I live in Steele Creek.
Yes, you can. I lived in Steele Creek twice when just being in the Charlotte area.
Trader.
I lived in it. I went away. I loved it so much. I came back. So yeah, no, I love Steele Creek, and yes, you can find homes in that price point. What do you think of Steele Creek?
I think it's great. Actually, you have a lot of brand new construction homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That are right about 425, 410. As a matter of fact, I just got an email about Hamilton Woods from D.R. Horton that they have one.
See, I wasn't going to say the name. I wasn't going to say the name. There is, so I need to find it. I have it it's in a hard drive in my bag over there. It is, I did a video in front of Hamilton Woods model home. I went through the model home. I've been better at putting out house tours, but I really have about 40 homes that I need to just put house tours out and show people what's available and in what price point, because it will shock people that you can get brand new construction in Charlotte proper for under $450. And with D.R. Horton, depending on the home, you can get a rate at
5.
At 5. I was going to say 4.5, but no, it's 5 and then 5.5, depending on what kind of loan and which home, which will save you hundreds of dollars right there.
And on top of that, they giving $10,000 in closing costs.
So that will pay a large portion, $400,000. Yeah, it'll pay a large portion, majority of your closing costs.
Yeah. No. So it's a really nice community. Steele Creek has gone from being more industrial to more residential. We have grown. I moved in Steele Creek in 2008. So
okay. So you've seen it transform.
Yes, I've seen it transform.
Okay, yeah.
We got Top Golf. We got a movie theater. So we got tons of locally owned restaurants. Pizza Havana, Cuban restaurant. I love. So it's just really nice. But we have Kohl's, we have
Rivergate,
TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Target. We even got the wine, right, the wine place.
Talking about the
Total Wine now.
Where?
Right there by BW3s.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
what Tuesday mornings used to be.
Oh.
That's Total Wine.
Okay. All right. What you can get? What $3 to $5 bottles a cab? I'm a cab person. You can do that. But also I was thinking of in Rivergate, right around where the entrance is, the Chick-fil-A entrance, that first roundabout, they have a wine bar.
Yes.
Right there. So no, I really do like, and where I'm at right now is like 7 minutes.
And they got a brewery too there.
See, I need to pay more attention, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I really do like Steele Creek. Now, you will hear people give Steele Creek a bad rap in the sense of the commute time sometimes.
Oh.
Commute times. Like because if you're just deep in there, like you only have South Tryon.
Yeah.
Right. Now, with that said, it gets a bad rap, but that commute is pretty much typical anywhere in Charlotte during rush hour. It just feels awful in that part because you're on a 2-lane
I was
road.
about to say, them 2-lane roads get you.
It just feels bad because you're on a 2-lane road, but the commute time isn't any worse than any other outskirt of Charlotte.
But let me just tell you, I love Steele Creek. One, it's near the border, right? So there's a benefit to being close to the border.
What's the benefit other than Carowinds?
Cheap gas.
Okay, all right. I would say other than Carowinds and Frugal McDougal's.
That too.
If you're not familiar with Frugal McDougal's, I did a video on it.
It's the Walmart liquor store.
It is. It has one side is spirits and liquor. The other side is wine and cigars.
Yes. And if they don't have it, you ask them, they get it.
They'll get it.
But you have the lake. You have Lake Wiley.
Ebony's the general manager. If you need something there,
I
like to talk to the person.
Okay.
Like, so need something there. If you've gotten a bottle of alcohol from me at a closing, it probably came from Frugal McDougal's, and I probably ordered it through Ebony. Right. So yeah, no. So Frugal McDougal's is a nice place. You have Bass Pro Shop right there.
Yeah. So you got Bass Pro. But I was about to say, I love Steele Creek because you have so much. You got the premium outlet.
And then all the stuff that's being built along that one, they've cleared out a whole bunch of land. And I don't know what's going there. Typically, I'm on top of those things, but I don't know.
So planning keeps changing back and forth. So I don't know it either. But it's like a 15-minute drive to the airport.
Yep.
Like, Steele Creek is the bomb to me.
Yeah.
But I've only lived in Steele Creek since I've been in Charlotte.
I like Steele Creek. And I've been everywhere. I've been uptown. I've been in Ballantyne. I've been in Steele Creek twice.
Oh, okay.
Huntersville. And now at Fort Mill TK. And I do like where I'm at right now. But there's a reason why I did move. And reason why, if the kids weren't in school, I would still be in Steele Creek.
Oh, okay.
It was during, now granted, if it wasn't during COVID, I don't think we might have moved. But during COVID, the school, this is probably everywhere. School just was very challenging.
It was
very challenging.
It was challenging for the parents.
It was very challenging. And Fort Mill TK area is just known for excellent schools. So we're like, let's just do it. And we went over there. But for COVID and the challenges with school, we'd still be in Steele Creek.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know, my children survived, and we still in.
Well, you had older kids at the time. You had older kids, like.
They was graduating from elementary during COVID.
But they could do their own work though.
That part.
They could do their own work. I had a kindergartner, didn't know what was going on. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. So yes, no, Steele Creek is good. You have lake access. You have Lake Wiley right there. You have McDowell Nature Preserve. If you're outside, I like to do that. I really do have several golf courses nearby. I like Steele Creek.
Yeah. And you got Sprout, Publix, Harris Teeter, and Food Lion. Did I miss anybody else?
No, that's all.
Like, you have all the grocery stores.
Yeah.
And then you have all the pharmacies too. You got Walgreens, you got CVS. So it has everything that you don't even have to leave the community, pretty much.
So the Charlotte area is booming. It is growing. So it has a lot to offer. Despite what you may hear, homes are sitting on the market a little longer, but it's just seasonality. And with the supply and demand, we're still short 30,000 homes, right? So get in when you can. And there will be ways right now, presently. I don't know what it's going to look like in the middle of March, but when you're presenting an offer, there's ways in which we can craft it to, if you don't want that 7%, well, we might be able to get some concessions to where you can get in the low 6s, high 5s, depending on, everybody's a little different. I don't want to promise you anything because I don't know where your credit score is and the purchase price and all that stuff, right? Is Ballantyne near Steele Creek?
Define near.
Yeah. Because
it's like 3 X's away.
Yeah, 3 X's, yeah.
Off of 485?
It depends on the time of day.
Definitely the time of day.
It's not like I go to Ballantyne more. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm admitting this. More than I care to admit because of Payway. The Asian restaurant. Like, so it's not that far. I go there often, and now they have Valentine Bowl. Go there as well, but Payway, Valentine Bowl. So it's what 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe at most. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Any things you want to say about the Charlotte market or what's happening? We didn't touch on. We can touch on this next week or in a couple weeks. Talks about what's coming, the developments that will be coming to the area. Because we talked about a few of them, the Iron District and the River District, but there's other things that are happening in the Charlotte area that you need to be aware of because it's only going to cause prices to go up.
Yeah. Right. This is major. I mean, I'm excited about a lot of the upcoming projects.
So we are at this conference, this NAREB midwinter conference, and the different subjects they're talking about, listening to the experts talk about these things. I know I've seen it and you've like tapped me on the shoulder. Like we see it taking place in Charlotte.
Yes. Yes.
Like, the different opportunities, the challenges, and then just what's happening. So I'm excited to be able to digest all of this and talk to you all about this is what is to be expected. This is how we can take advantage of it, because either you can just be a victim of what's happening or you can be a participant and take advantage of what's happening.
And I think they're going to be a participant.
I'm with it.
Because we're going to advise them how to be participant and not be a victim.
Yeah. No,
that's why we came here and got the knowledge.
That's why we're here. To get it, digest it, and to share it to you all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. How can people reach out to you again?
So you can visit me on social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Z3 Carolinas. You can visit my website at www.z3carolinas.com. You can also visit us on YouTube at Z3 Carolinas. And if you want to just give me a shout out via text, you can text me at 980-231-1428.
And you can reach me at sirashley.com. Email info@sirashley. I will not give you my number to text because we all know I don't answer that.
He don't.
I don't answer that.
I get responses like 7 days later. I'm like, what?
Man, yeah. So, but no, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to help and just guide you throughout this process. We understand that buying a home, selling a home, thinking about investing can be very challenging if you're just not aware of everything that's taking place. Even if you are aware of everything that's taking place, it's challenging because it's ever changing, right? So surround yourself with a team of people that is dedicated to knowing what's happening and to put you in the best position moving forward, no matter what your goal is regarding real estate.
All right. One last plug.
What's up?
You know me. I like using other people's money.
Okay.
So I have a lender that reached out to me that has a grant that is giving up to $20,000. This is not only for first-time home buyers. This is repeat buyers where you can take and just buy your next property and turn your existing one into a rental and start that investment portfolio.
Most definitely.
So if you want to get more information about that, you can text me OPM, other people's money.
OPM, yes. not OPP.
Not OPP.
Okay.
Because we are going to do OPP. We're going to buy other people's property with the OPM. But you can text OPM at 980-231-1428, and I'll be sure to get you that information. And let's get this money.
Let's do it. Let's dominate. 2025 is going to be an excellent year, regardless of what's happening elsewhere. The craziness, there are opportunities, and I believe that, well, one, people are going to take advantage of it. We need to be the ones taking advantage of it. So let's help each other and make the most of this year. Thank you all for rocking with us. We have a mini concert to get to.
Yes.
We will see you all later. And subscribe to her channel. Tune into mine. I will commit to dropping some YouTube shorts throughout the next couple days, just in showing you all what I'm learning about, what's happening. We learned quite a bit today and yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
As far as just what's happening nationally, but then also applying it to the Charlotte market.
You know, just real quick, it's a lot of noise.
Yep.
But coming to this conference, it has helped silence the noise for me.
Yeah. When you're around like-minded people.
Yes.
That, like, regardless of all the noise that's happening, when you have like-minded people in that focus, because when you're surrounded by people that get swayed here, get swayed there, it weighs on your spirit. It weighs on your spirit. But no, I absolutely love this. If you're not familiar with NAREB, check it out. If you're a real estate professional, not saying you have to be a real estate agent, but if you're a mortgage broker, insurance, title,
home
inspector, appraiser, reach out. We'll love to connect you, put you in contact with a local chapter, because they're doing some amazing work. And I'm about to get kicked out. So I'm about to get out of this room. So I will see you all later.
Good night.